Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For the love of glitter, I'm Anna Crossland. Today we have an exciting and a little controversial bit of a video, and it's over the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics new lipsticks. Now, if you're familiar with Jaclyn Hill, you know she's a really big YouTuber and she recently launched her own makeup brand and she's been talking about it for years. Before I get right into it, I'm also going to let you know that at the beginning I'm just going to do the swatches and give you my full honest review and then kind of go over what my experience was ordering from the company and their customer service, because I honestly feel like it's my job as someone who does review things to let my viewers know that it wasn't a very pleasant one. And so if you want to know more about that, then please keep watching after the swatches. I ordered a trio. I ordered Nude Moment, which kind of has some more mauvey pinky tone nudes, which are more up my alley. If you order a bundle, it saves you about $5 on one of the lipsticks. Her lipsticks retail for $18 each. When I first heard that, I was kind of like, that's kind of why I've stepped back from MAC, is because that is what their prices are. I love their lipsticks. They have great colors, great formulas, but ever since ColourPop came out, they kind of ruined it, I think, for everyone, because they have such great products for such a low price. So honestly, most of my lipsticks come from ColourPop now because it's such a great quality for $7. So $18 is not super high-end expensive, but it's also not like, ooh, I'm gonna buy a bunch of them at one time. I only ordered the trio specifically so I could review a few more colors for you guys. So her whole line she came out with, if you're not familiar, was a bunch of nudes, which I don't think is a bad idea, because generally speaking, most of the population, I do feel, wear a lot of nude colors. Nudes are great because you can do whatever eye you want and then just throw in a nude and it matches. So nudes just match everything, so I don't think it was a bad idea. At first I thought I was gonna get the Nude Mood, which was like her favorite one, and that's why I was like, oh well, it must be the best one. And then as I started really looking at those colors, I was like, those aren't my shades. Like, they're not the kind of shades I really tend to go towards. There's one super nude one, which I understand you can pop in the middle to make it really make your lips pop, but I don't really do that. I want a lipstick that can stand on its own, and so that's why I ended up going with this trio. I'm a sucker for nudie pink lipsticks, so yeah. Here is what the packaging looks like. Super pretty because it has those glitters, which you guys know I love glitter, hence my name. And it is smooth, so it's not like falling off or anything like that. It's very sleek, and then you get like a little fake rhinestone at the top. I do really appreciate this packaging. It's different, it's pretty, it's over the top like Jaclyn Hill. I will say the JH feels a little bit cheap. The corners on it are actually really sharp, so just, I don't know, it seems really cheap. If anything were to ever break off, I would honestly think it would be the JH first. It smells vanilla-y, a little bit different than your typical vanilla scent, but we're gonna try these on and so you guys can see what they look like. This bundle came with That Girl, Sophia, and Perfectionist, so if you're interested in seeing any of those colors, well, keep a watching. This is in the shade That Girl. Okay. So there was zero tug, which is pretty impressive. I have like red glitter on my lips. What the hell? Okay. I will say this formula is different. Okay, so this was one and it's pretty opaque. I really like these types of colors because I've always kind of been drawn to the more peachy pink type shades. I kind of like don't want to admit it because like I had such crappy customer service, but this one feels really good. It feels so, this one feels so moisturizing. I heard some people say theirs didn't, but this specific one, That Girl, no tug whatsoever, went on so creamy and pigmented. There are some flakes right there, which is not my skin. I have to say the formula is pretty good. Okay, this is Perfectionist. That Girl kind of stained my lips a little bit. This almost reminds me of Fox from MAC, which is one of my favorite MAC lipsticks like ever. I don't know if this one went on as creamy, but I do like it. Feels like it just adheres to your lips so well, but yet gives you moisture at the same time. This shade I feel like might be my favorite so far because these are shades that I wear all the time. So again, this Perfectionist. This one also looks like a shade that I'm gonna love. We'll see. I'm sure I will. I think this is named after her niece, and I think her niece actually picked this shade, which is kind of sweet. Again, I didn't feel like there was any tug, and I love this color. It's a little bit more terracotta-y than the first one, Perfectionist. Can you see the difference? Natural, not natural. Very natural, like Your Lips But Better colors. So if you like those kind of Your Lips But Better colors, I'd go with Sophia, or if you're like my skin tone too, or Perfectionist. Perfectionist even more so because this one has a little bit of that orangey tinge to it. Yeah, okay. Getting into the customer service aspect of it, the product itself, it performed amazingly. I did see some people post on Twitter that they're having like some clumps and bumps in theirs, and people are wondering, is it old lipstick? Or some people are saying it's like the shape, the butters that are in it, like hardening. So I don't know about that because mine didn't have that issue, at least so far. So I was kind of put off by how Jaclyn Hill herself responded to those pictures. But since I didn't have that issue, let's go on to the issues that I did personally have. So I was on the website as soon as they launched, even before they launched, refreshing. I'm a stay-at-home mom, right? Like, so I can be there whenever I want. So I was checking out. You know, when there's like a lot of people on the website, it will have you wait in line to check out. Some companies do that. So I was waiting in line, and then I checked out and all was good. Checked my email. I was like, ooh, order confirmation. Let's look for that. But I had no order confirmation. So I was like, okay, well, maybe it's coming. I saw something like, if you didn't get a confirmation, just hang tight, like customer service is working on it. I was like, okay. Things were selling out, so then I got worried. I was like, what if I didn't even get them? And I got really worried. So I checked my bank statements and $53 was taken out. So I was like, okay, so hopefully my order went through because they took my money. So I started looking on Twitter and Instagram, see if like people were saying anything about this. And so some people would say, didn't get an order confirmation, but did have my money taken out of the bank. So I was like, okay, it's happening to other people too. I'm just going to comment on their threads and say, this happening to me too, to see if, you know, we'd get some answers. And then I saw from Jaclyn Hill on Twitter, she posted, if you are having trouble, tweet my company's Twitter account, Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll try that. So I tried tweeting them and was like, hey, I don't even know if I typed in my right email. I never got an order confirmation. And I heard nothing. I heard nothing from them. And so I saw more and more comments about this popping up. And then I also saw people getting shipping confirmations popping up saying, oh my gosh, my order is shipped, blah, blah, blah. I'm so excited. Yay. So I was like, okay, I had to have done something wrong. Like, people are getting their shipping confirmations. I decided to email their customer service, and I wrote basically what I wrote on Twitter, like, hey, this is what happened. I don't know if I put in my correct email. I don't even know if I put in my right address. So if you could let me know, that'd be great. My email, I never received any confirmation of anything. And so I did not hear back from them either. I went back to Twitter and noticed that people were getting very, very angry who had either the same problems or people who had paid for expedited shipping and were not getting shipping confirmations, and people who didn't pay for expedited shipping were getting sent the confirmation for shipping. So I was like, okay, this is getting kind of weird. Then I also noticed that on Twitter that their company was very active on commenting to people who were getting their shipping confirmation, saying like, yay, I can't wait, or yay, I got my lipstick like the day later, because they completely ignored me and others who had the same issue. And we were not being rude either. We were literally just being like, hey, what's going on? No response. And then someone who would tweet like right after us would get a response because they're saying something positive. So we were like blatantly being ignored on Twitter by her company, who she said herself to tweet. And that to me is a big problem, because that's like saying like, we don't care about your issues. That bothers me a lot. There was a lot of people who were concerned because they paid the $12 for the extra shipping. So I ended up not hearing back from them until like a day or two later, saying we're working as fast as we can, basically. But until then, they basically ignored us, and that's when I knew that they don't really care about taking care of us, but they care more about just selling the product. I also saw Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics tweet, which I did screenshot, but I don't feel like I should have to add this. I'm sure it's somewhere on there still unless they deleted it. But they did say product was being made while people were ordering. Like they said, we sold out so fast that we started filling more stuff, which Jaclyn Hill talked about on her social media, saying they're trying to get more as soon as they can because she didn't want to sell it so fast. But they said that's why orders were taking so long, because they were waiting on the product, because they hadn't even gotten to the distribution center, because they weren't even made. And to me, I'm like, you don't sell product that you don't have. Like, that is called like a pre-order. And if people were pre-ordering at that point, you should have said, everything sold out. This is now a pre-order. So don't bother paying for expedited shipping because your product doesn't exist now. Like, it was just a mess. It was a mess. They need to fix a lot of things before I ever considering. And it stinks because I know she's going to come out with some other bomb products. Like, I just know it. Like, if she comes out with a highlighter, I think it's going to be amazing. These lipsticks are really great, but their customer service is awful. I did find out that they're refunding people who paid for expedited shipping, and if they didn't get it like quickly. So if you paid for $12 expedited shipping, please email them and get your money back, because to me that is so not right. If I had paid $12 and just now received my package, I would be mad, so mad. But again, the things that just make me the most mad is being completely ignored when we had our issues. I did end up hearing back from customer service a couple days later, and then they did give me my tracking, although they never gave me an order number, so I couldn't really log in to track it. Does that make sense? I love all the shades I got. Specifically, I think Perfectionist is my favorite, but Sophia is really pretty too. It's what I have on. I will be wearing them. Would I repurchase again? If Jaclyn Hill came out with a statement kind of apologizing for the huge mess of everything, or I hear specifically that they're fixing things, maybe, but I don't think like if they restocked right away, I'd like go out and buy some more. There are other colors that I was interested in, but just with the customer service and things that like Jaclyn was writing on Twitter and her company was writing on Twitter kind of makes me feel like we're not valued as customers. And even if I really love the product, I don't want to support someone who doesn't appreciate who they have buying from them. And it pains me to really say this because I've followed Jaclyn for forever, and these lipsticks, they are good, but you can't be treating people that way. And so I hope they get it figured out. I'm pretty sure if they don't get it figured out, then they're not that smart. I feel like they have to learn from this because it's been such a bad experience. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below what your experience was. If you purchased from Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, what colors did you get? Do you like them? And all that jazz. And thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing, and you all have a great day.